Well, I just got to South Bend. I've never been here before. Completely empty airport. Of course, it is like 8:52 p.m. So, gonna meet up with Shane and Jared. They are pastors at the Barn Ministries in Barrien Springs, Michigan.
We did it like really super quick and rough.
So this is where they had church for how long?
3.5 years.
3.5 years.
The curtains weren't here.
Now, was it it was an ordinance that moved you guys outdoors, right? Because of the COVID. Yeah.
I was arguing with the Lord. I was like, I don't want to be the weirdo church, whatever. I finally did the curtains, and they loved it, man. And until we got kicked out, and I thought, well, the barn's done. We don't have to do. And one day I was walking through here, and the Lord said, I want you to finish setting it up.
Yeah.
He's like, do everything I told you to do. Just learning to be reverent. The reverence of the Lord.
Yeah,
and when I called you
can feel that.
Yeah.
Well, I often ask people, like, how did you find us or get connected with our music or whatever? But it was reverence, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
We were at a time of reverence. I was listening. I don't even remember what it was. Just those kinds of genre music, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think I had hit on one of yours. I don't know which one it was, Low or Fire of God. I don't think it was Fire of God. Actually, it was before that.
Yeah.
And I listened to it, and literally, like, I knew in my heart, man, that whatever you were doing, there was something about reverence there.
Yeah.
I promise.
Yeah, you're right.
And I'd never reached out to anyone on YouTube or anything. That's the first time and only time. I haven't since. I felt to reach out to you about that.
Wow.
Like to figure out what was going on and to have you come because that's what was happening here. And, dude.
Yeah, you can feel it.
These like little tents. We've lost about 3 or 4 tents.
True.
The wind out here is like insane.
Yeah.
It's destroyed.
Well, there's just nothing but open land. Yeah. This is killer.
Oh yeah, I did.
I'd be out here drinking coffee like every day.
I'd come out and walk with the dog. Yeah, we had to ground the platform because the tent was pulling from the power lines.
You see these power lines?
And it was shocking.
It was shocking.
They said that this is one of the last turn-style railroads. I guess in the U.S.
Yeah. And then this is.
And they pick up
concrete. This comes all the way from the UP.
This is Lake Michigan.
Yep. Coming to bridge that actually.
So that lets up as well.
Yep.
And this is St. Joe. Is that short for St. Joseph?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Hey guys, so out here at the barn, Barrien Springs, you can see everybody set up over here. And the guys are putting up some wind barriers up here on the tent because it's a little cold. It's a little nippy out here in Michigan. I guess it's gonna get down to the 50s, but man, we had some pre-service prayer and I was absolutely just overwhelmed by the presence of God. There was like, there's no way I'm coming out of here. Like everybody was gone and I was still in there. So good and so refreshing after such a long season of just kind of battling an illness. And man, it's so good just to be with people who treat the presence of God as if he's sacred, just that have such a reverence for the holiness of the Lord. It's just a real pleasure. So I'm still in Barrien Springs, Michigan. This is John.
Hi.
This is Erica.
Hi.
So they've been hanging out with me today, and this is John's sound system. So during worship last night, do you feel like the Lord put anything on your heart or said anything to you or did anything?
I just felt really moved in the sense that, worship doesn't have to be exactly about performance, and worship doesn't have to be about how well you can sing, but it's really more about your heart and letting the Spirit do what the Spirit wants to do, despite your agenda and despite your plans and despite what your own personal expectations are, to set all that aside and let God do his thing, because that's ultimately what matters.
You just flow. There's no gap between songs. It's just a solid tone, and it just stays like that, and it helps people understand and feel the presence of God, which is really cool.
Yeah, I have to tell you, probably my favorite thing about this trip has been that people here have such a reverence for the presence of the Lord. He's sacred to them, and it's not like they don't have fun. And because this place is like full of laughter, but it's just amazing, what the Lord can accomplish and how easily His presence can minister to people when they have a heart full of reverence for Him. It's like before we did a sound check, and the guys that are playing with me this morning, we all took communion together before we come back up and do the service. And it just brings you back into remembrance of what Jesus did for us. And that's exactly what it's supposed to do. Do this in remembrance of me. And it's amazing. Well, I just got back from Barrien Springs, Michigan. Had the most awesome time. Just meeting all of the people on leadership, and just the people of their church. Just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place. This is my favorite part, though, is coming home. Daddy! Here's my little baby!